Hi guys, I'm Neil. I work at Lightning.ai in product. So Lightning.ai is the company behind PyTorch Lightning. Over 250 million downloads as of today. Oh yeah. And of course, a massive community that we support on the heels of that. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about is not the open source side of the house. I'm actually going to talk to you about the SaaS platform that we've been building over the course of the last 2 years and is used everywhere from super secure organizations like financial institutions all the way to very fast experimentation organizations like gaming companies. It's a little bit more fun, right? So to my left here, this amazingly interesting diagram is the entire MLOps pipeline. And what you'll notice with PyTorch with Lightning.ai is that we are an end-to-end solution for your MLOps infrastructure. Very topical. On the very far left-hand side here, these 7 or so items are the deep, like heavy code, full code solutions. Who here is currently on a full code solution? Something like perhaps building your platforms on Cursor or just VS Code. No one here is a developer. All right. What about something that's a little bit more abstracted, very low code? Lovable is the favorite one these days. Who's ever used one of those tools? Or just model endpoints, grabbing an endpoint and then starting to build on top of that. So the Lightning.ai platform offers you both. On the very far left-hand side, we've got Studios, which is your full code interface. On the very far right-hand side, you've got the AI Hub, which is your deployments and your model endpoints interface on the platform. Like I just said, deploy models, and then, of course, build anything. We've also got Studio Templates, which is basically your hackable version of a model, of a pipeline, of an agent that's been built. It's your full code version. It's where our community shares a lot of their work. So great place to get started, both of those tools. Another thing, one of the things that we think is probably the most unique about Lightning.ai is the fact that it's not just your coding interface. It's not just a place you can grab model APIs. You can also grab all of your infrastructure here. So your compute, your storage, the management of all of that. Anytime you think about what's happening under the hood, trust us, we can manage it for you. And if you're trying to build fast, we've got a lot of products that have been trying to launch. Time is absolutely critical. We've also got small teams here. The headcount is super critical. Everywhere you look in that stack, you either see more time, you see more money, or you see training. That's where Lightning saves you a ton of all of those things. Many ways that you can deploy a model, the standard SaaS sort of managed solution, all the way to the most secure one. Like I mentioned, we work with a lot of clients in more secure spaces, but we also work with a lot of startups that just need to get going quickly and want to get something live in about a week or 2. I love hearing from startups that are using us, and they say, hey, thank you for all this because we just raised our Series A or our seed on the back of the work that we're doing on your platform. All of that said, I think seeing really is believing. So let's take a look at the Lightning.ai platform. And there we are. All right. So like I said, low code, AI Hub is a place that you get started. We've got a number of APIs that you can get started with right out of the box, agents, pipelines, everything in between. I am going to quickly grab one of my favorite APIs, which is the DeepSeek fine-tune and deploy one. Now the reason why I've grabbed this is for one very simple reason. Who here is writing model training code every single day, day in and day out? I don't expect to see a lot of hands up. Fantastic place to quickly fine-tune a model and start deploying it into a production environment. I'm going to click deploy. I'm going to pick the type of compute that I want. And in a couple of seconds, once I upload a file, I'm going to use this data set of users and a bunch of user activity. Once I deploy this API, what it's going to do is it's going to grab this machine. It's going to start training that model. Once that model is trained, it is going to deploy that as an endpoint. I can then use that endpoint in my product. I'm telling you, this is less than 5 minutes of effort. And you are from 0 to a production API. If you don't believe me, you can obviously trust me because I'm so trustworthy looking, but if you don't believe me, most of our platform runs on our platform. Yeah, take a second, think about that. So our entire engineering team exclusively builds our platform on our platform. If you ever come to our platform and you want to use one of our support agents, like, hey, how do I optimize my data set? This agent, guess what's running on? You guessed it, on our platform. And all of that happens right there. If you don't believe me, boom, there's Cloudy. Cloudy prod, Cloudy dev. Hi, Cloudy, what's up? So if you're looking for infrastructure, you want to get moving quickly, you want to save time, and even if you're at a really big organization and you want to do all those things, because hey, that's always interesting, check us out. I'm Neil. Back over to you to introduce our final speaker.